Peace, family. Here is today's A Deck a Day message for you. Working with some other mirrors today, my Get Organized pyramids. And these ones feature a little message in a charm. So we've got Miracle with Fire Opal in here, as well as some copper flakes and some steel. They all glow in the dark, as you know. This one we've got Brave as the message with some red jasper and some copper, and we've got some biodegradable sparkles in there. And then this one is Fearless with frankincense, myrrh, like in all of them, steel and copper and multi-tourmaline crystal. So see which one resonates for you. This deck that we're using today is Messages from the Universe, and there are messages on the front and on the back of these cards. So I'm going to pick them up like I usually do, and then the card that is left is the card that I'm going to read for you as your message, to read the front of the card, and then I will read the back of the card. So pick your pyramid, pick your pile, and let's see what your message is. If you've chosen Fire Opal Miracle, then your message for today is: change is always good. And the back of the card says, actually, the only effective way of changing another person is by changing yourself. Works every time, guaranteed. Though I'm kind of partial to the way you are right now. Tally ho, the universe. I love the humor in this deck because it's coming from the perspective of the universe speaking to you first person directly, and it's just, it's fun. I think it's cute. So I love this deck for that reason, and it's very empowering and very encouraging in terms of who we are, and the universe just letting us know that we are loved unconditionally just the way we are. So change is always good. But the change is about focusing on ourselves. We really have to release the need to change a circumstance, change somebody else. We do have to just change ourselves or our perception, our mental state in regards to it, changing our environment. We really just have to focus on what it is that we can change internally and externally for ourselves in order for there to actually be tangible change. So start with you. Definitely start with you. If you chose Brave and Red Jasper, your message: love is never in vain. And the back of the card says, when you finally see what this whole time-space thing is all about, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you're going to be so happy you loved as much as you did. Dotingly, the universe. So, love is never in vain. Love is love, I say all the time. And many times we pinch ourselves off from love because of times that we felt that it wasn't reciprocated. But we may have found ourselves pinching ourselves off before we actually feel like we felt that pinch off from someone else. Or we were letting ego get in the way, or pride, or a slew of other things that are not in alignment with love. So if we focus on love and we put that energy out there regardless, that is what's going to raise our vibration. If we feel like something's not reciprocal, that's understood, but it doesn't mean that you should focus on the negative. If anything, just continue to vibrate higher until that particular person that is not matching what it is that you're giving vibrates out of your environment. It's inevitable, as long as you stay in alignment with what it is that you want to be. And if you chose Fearless with multi-tourmaline, your message is, what would love do? And these cards are stuck together, but what would love do? Good question. So aligned with the love is not in vain. And the back of the card says, do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. Aww, the universe. P.S. The legend of Bigfoot continues. I love these cards. Seriously, that's what they said, seriously. What would love do? That's a question to ask. It's like, regardless of your faith, you may fill that in with, who you worship, right? Like that, what would Jesus do? What would Yeshua do? What would Allah do? What would Jah do, right? What would Oludumare do? We can ask ourselves these questions. And love is, regardless of your faith, that fundamental gift that our God, that our prophets, our ascended masters teach us and give us and leave us, and that we receive, and that we hopefully reciprocate in regards to them and also in regards to the people in our environment. This energy, again, was very aligned with love, especially with the previous card, with love not being in vain. So when you ask the question of what would love do, it's kind of giving you that answer already, that you can't go wrong with whatever it is that you would decide to do, as long as you do it in alignment with love. It is going to make you vibrate higher. It is going to put you in alignment with your higher self, with source, with spirit, and with that overall encompassing, abundant energy of the universe, which is love. So I hope that resonates. And until tomorrow's a decade, get back to natural. Peace.